So, is your life progressing the way you want it to be? Are you getting what you want? Are you even minimally getting what you need? So, progress, I often think about progress, and I think about progress the way we often and typically measure it, like, oh, okay, so I'm young and I'm going to progress towards being old, or I'm uneducated and I'm going to move through the cycles of being educated as far as I want to go and then be accomplished, or, the progress of having a life is, I finish up school, I get a job, I progress through the stages of being promoted, I make more money, I buy a house, I have kids, blah, 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 right? But is really, could you in fact be moving through those stages and not be progressing because there's something else to all of it? Could it be that progress isn't even really about any of those things? And I think about that a lot because, you take somebody, let's just say a typical professional who gets laid off, right? The first thing that happens is like, oh my God, this is the worst thing that could happen. I don't have a job. What am I going to do now? And it's seen, perceived as something really scary, which it is, but it's also seen as a setback, which I'm not sure it is. And I know in my own case, when I was young, I was fired from innumerable jobs for all very good reasons, which we could get into some other time. But I'm basically, I didn't go to work, you know what I mean? Like they were paying me and they were like, you got to come to work, Nicole. So, but when I was older and I felt quite accomplished, I got laid off. I was like, what is happening? What is this right now that is happening? And at the time, it was really what felt like a slap in the face. It felt like a horrible setback. It felt undeserved. And then I subsequently felt unworthy, stuck, kind of depressed, not really knowing what to do next. And what I have come to see years later, now that was, I think, like 2005? What I have come to see is, in fact, that there was freedom happening and there wasn't a setback. There was an opening to more for me because I, again, had the opportunity to get another job, or I had the opportunity to maybe educate myself in a different manner or delve into some things that I'd always wanted to do. And let me just be clear, I was not loaded at the time. So it wasn't I had this abundant pot of money to spend on my self-development and like, oh, let me just not get a job and I'll just think about what I want to do next. No, in fact, actually, it was a period of time where I was very lean financially. But that was also something that wasn't a setback. So, we live in this world where it's like we measure everything constantly. It's like constantly according to like, oh, I'm okay because I have X amount of money, or I'm okay because I have such and such a house, or I'm okay because I have this kind of degree. And you come to understand that like when something happens, like you get laid off and you no longer have that job and you have a whole bunch of stuff set up on automatic payments to pay out and you don't know when money is coming in. It's pretty freaking scary. And here is what I would like to say. Even though it feels like a setback, even though it feels like something that's just really like gonna block you, it's not. It's about progress. It's just not progress in the direction that you think it is supposed to be. It's just not the kind of progress on the path that you thought you were going. And this is always a good thing. This is what I need to drum home, again and again and again, is that what you think you know about what your life is supposed to be or where it's supposed to go is often, despite your incredible intelligence, very little. And in fact, if you want a great life, open your mind up to the idea that maybe there's other things. And maybe when shit happens, it doesn't feel good. It's about a little nudge from the universe saying, hey, psst, psst, over here, come on over here. Instead of like, no, I'm going this way. And oh my God, this is the worst thing. I need to go find a job and figure it out and control the fact that I feel bad because I'm scared shitless of running out of all my money and I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't get another job. That fear should not be something that sets you back. That fear should be something that like sets your fucking ass on fire, for like, ooh, what is the wonder that could happen to me next? What is the greatest thing that could come of this? Because I'm going to tell you right now, that period of time was one of the worst times in my life, and massively and multiple magnanimous, beautiful, wonderful, magnificent things have happened to and for me since then. I believe as a direct result of that experience that I thought was a horrific setback. So there you go. You think you're not making any progress because things aren't going in your way. You actually are. You just have to be open to see that maybe progress looks different than when you thought that what you thought. Blah, blah, blah. Then progress looks different than what you thought it was going to. Sometimes they really do make sense. Thanks for spending time with me. I hope you have a great day.